someone is very high, it makes a lot more sense to aggregate your defense and socialize it. So um, you would expect in a world like a Bitcoin world where the cost of defending or purchasing power has declined significantly, right? It's trivial to self-custody your assets. They're very hard to steal. Inflation would presumably just be a thing of the past. That we have a much more decentralized world. So the rough trajectory there, and this is kind of part of the thesis of that book, is we move from a world of 200 nation states to one of like 20,000 microstates, something like that. That large centralized government basically is unable to fund itself in the new technological paradigm of a post-Bitcoin world. And so therefore government reverts back to kind of a localized protection provider as it started. That's how government, that was the genesis of government, really, is that once we started to accumulate an economic surplus in the agricultural age, all of a sudden we had assets to defend and protect. Well, government was that local protection or defense enterprise. So maybe that's the way things go. But and then again, just the big broad strokes aspects I shared earlier. It's like presumably, when the economics of violence shift in the favor of peace, right, where violence and coercion are less profitable, that you get all these broad stroke improvements like more wealth creation, more innovation, more peace, long-term trading relationships, just because crime and violence don't pay as well in that world. And, at the risk of oversimplifying things, I think you could look out on the world and say people tend to do whatever is profitable. They tend to do whatever pays them, regardless of the moral constitution or the moral composition of those actions. People are just going to do what pays. And so, Bitcoin takes us into a world where crime doesn't pay as well. So presumably we'd have less crime and therefore more civilization.
Yeah, I find it fascinating to actually go through and unwind kind of the benefits of the uncoiling of just the central banker's fiat maxime, and I think that there's such a long period and a long time we could actually spend on looking at the benefits. I know we are coming up to the top of the hour. Want to also plug the Bitcoin conference that's coming up May 18th through 20th in Miami Beach, Florida. We're going to be down there with Robert. Robert is going to be one of our main speakers. He's been a speaker for the last couple of years and always does a fantastic job just packaging up his thoughts and actually delivering this to an audience of 20,000 plus people. So I'm really excited for your talk down there, Robert. And Mike, I'm not sure if you are joining us, but if not, you should definitely join us as well. We'd love to have you. As far as kind of wrapping things up, I do want to allow space to let Robert and Mike both share some final thoughts if they also have anything that they're working on or anything they want to kind of plug as well. Feel free to do that also.
Yeah, thanks for having us today. It was a lot of fun. I always like to talk about Bitcoin. I would just say, to learn more about the show or check out the show, we're at whatismoneypodcast.com. Twitter here is my biggest social platform, so you can find links to all my work on my profile page. And then, I'll be in Miami for probably like a week prior to the conference. We'll be recording some in-person What is Money interviews down there. And then maybe for a few days after as well, doing some more interviews. If you decide to buy tickets to the conference, my affiliate code is BREEDLOVE. Last year, we did a 10 million sats giveaway. So we chose someone who bought under that affiliate code at random after the conference and gave them 10 million sats. And that was popular. So we're going to do that again this year. And yeah, that's it. I'll let Mike talk if he's got anything.
No, but the only thing really from my perspective is like Robert and I are hopefully going to start dropping some new content online soon, which is going to relate to the nature of psychology in mythology, using kind of well-known movies as a kind of touch point. And ultimately, that's the sort of main focus at the moment. And then, yeah, hopefully see you guys down in Miami.
Awesome. Well, like Robert said, if you guys want a chance to win 10 million sats, feel free to go ahead and throw his code in on a general admission industry or whale pass ticket for Bitcoin 2023. We're all going to be down there. It's going to be a great time. Come experience the warm weather, the solar rays, get that energy in. Spencer, you got anything to add before we wrap out of here?
No, not much other than the fact I'm looking forward to seeing, what kind of content Robert and Mike put out. I know the Mike Hill series on the What Is Money show was one of my favorites. I thought it was just such a fascinating exploration of mythology, and I mean, it just goes so deep down the rabbit hole. It was really mind blowing stuff. So I can't wait to see what y'all cover next. But yeah, just wanted to thank you both for being so generous with your time, and it was a pleasure speaking with you both.
Hey guys, thank you, and likewise. See you guys soon.
Thanks, guys.
Awesome. Thanks, everyone. We will see you on Monday at 9 a.m. Eastern for the next GMBTC by Bitcoin Magazine and the Bitcoin Conference. Thank you so much, and have a great weekend, everyone.